guys, it's Mrs. Rasmussen. Before we watch this quick brain pop on reading skills, I wanted to talk with you as well about some tips you can do. These are good tips you can do as you read, but another good thing for third graders is as you read stories at home, take a minute, stop your child, say, hey, who's the main character of this story? Or say things like, how do you know that? Why did that character do that? Well, how do you know? Those kind of questions, as you stop them as they're reading, can help them with their comprehension. It helps them with the who, what, where, when, and why of the story. It helps get them thinking. Or if when you finish a page, make it, even if they're reading to themselves, if they finish a page, say, hey, what did you just read there? Give me a summary, or even give me a retell of what's going on. But this also, this brain pop will help with reading skills, and I'll let you get to it.
I think I just read the same sentence 10 times in a row, and I still couldn't tell you what it was about. Maybe it is time for a break. Sorry. What I was going to say is, there's no point in reading if you're not taking in what you read. Before you even sit down to read a book or article or textbook chapter, there's some prep work you can do to improve your reading and comprehension. Preview the text so you know what you're reading. Okay, this chapter of my social studies book is about the Harlem Renaissance. I don't really know anything about that. I mean, I've heard of it. I know that Harlem's a part of New York City. Well, I'm going to learn about it right now. You can skim or quickly look over what you're reading to get an overall impression. Pay attention to section headings and words in bold. Let's see, writers of the Harlem Renaissance, Langston Hughes. Hey, I've read some of his writing. Take notes while you read. Use note cards or a notebook to write down important ideas. Hang on a sec. Take your time. Stop and reread anything that you don't understand, and jot down any words that you don't know. There's one, ragtime. That way you can look it up later. If you can put what you're reading into your own words, you'll know you can understand it. So, the Harlem Renaissance was a time that celebrated African American heritage and culture. And obviously, it took place in New York City, in Harlem. If you have time, it's a great idea to reread your assignment. You may have missed something the first time through. You can also go back over your notes to refresh your memory. I'm reading a textbook, but you can apply these reading skills to anything you read. Oh yeah, Moby and I like to make a movie in our heads. If you can visualize what you're reading, you know you're getting it. This helps a lot when you're reading a novel, like a book report book, where you have to keep track of a story and characters. When you're done with a reading assignment, there's nothing wrong with talking to friends, parents, or teachers about what you've read. Talking about a text helps you better understand it and form ideas of your own. You might carry these ideas over into a paper or presentation. Oh, and you can look up those new vocabulary words. Okay, Moby, ragtime is a type of jazz music that has a syncopated rhythm. Moby? Well, I'm gonna get back to reading this. I don't think I mentioned this, but it's a good idea to find a quiet place to read your book. I'm going to the library.